Hi lovers, welcome to our tutorial for today. I'm Dami of 𝐓𝐻𝐂𝐇. Today we'll be learning how to make this simple and beautiful basque shaped top with a puffy sleeve. So please, if this is what you are looking for, stick to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment if you have any question, and also share the video. If you are joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and to get notified anytime we drop a new tutorial. For our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. So please, if you want to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. Thank you for joining us, and let's get started. Alright, so to draft the top, the basque shape top with a puffy sleeve. So this is a pattern we'll be using. I've marked out all our basic lines. So this is the shoulder line, the chest line, the bust, under bust, the waistline, and the blouse length where the back shape is going to stop. So from the waistline, I step down by 5 inches. That is how deep I want the basque to be. It shouldn't be more than 5 or 6 inches. So once we have this now, we'll go ahead to impute all our measurements. You start with the shoulder divided by 2. You mark it, do the same thing on the chest line, and you connect it together. So for the shoulder slope, step down by 1, connect it to the neck width of 3. Now this basque top now is, looking at it, it doesn't have any darts. So what we'll be doing is we'll be imputing all our measurements straight. So there will be no side darts, there will be no waist darts, there will be no darts of any form. So the bust is 32 inches divided by 4, we have 8 inches. So I'm going to be adding the allowance here on the pattern paper. So we had 1.5 inch allowance to hit. The waist and the under bust, they are both the same thing. 28 inches divided by 4, we have 7 inches. I will add 1.5 allowance to hit. So the same measurements on the waist also. So once I have this, we'll go ahead and connect the lines together. Okay, so we have this like this now. So for the back shape now, you come to this point of the center front on the blouse length. So from the center front here, you step in by 1.5 like this. So this is how we're going to connect it. So on this side now, don't forget we added 1.5 as our allowance, side seam allowance. So this is where the original measurement stop. So from this point, I'm going to step down by 1 inch. And also on this side also, I will do the same thing, step down by 1 inch. Then I'll connect these two lines together like this. So it's going to be like this. So from this point here, I'm going to be connecting it to this part here. So connect it like this. So this is what the back shape is going. You just blend it in a little bit like this so that it will not be too sharp. So this is what the back shape is going to be like, and the down part will be like this. Don't forget our top is dartless. So go ahead and draw out the armhole divided by 2, step down by 1, and you go in for the front by 1 inch. Connect it all together. So once we connect it now, we're going to decide the height of the neck, how deep you want it to be. So I want mine to be 1.5 above the chest line. So from this point now, I'm going to raise it up to have like a sweetheart kind of a neck. Then I will take it to the armhole. Don't forget it's an off-shoulder sleeve. We still are going to the puffy sleeve. We are going to be connecting it to a little part of this armhole here. So we have something like this for the neckline. So once we have this now, for the front we are done. We can go ahead to cut out our front patterns. All right, so this is what the front pattern is looking like. So we'll keep this aside and go ahead to draft out the back. All right, so for the back also, I've drawn out the outline. So we'll just go ahead and impute all our measurements, starting by the shoulder divided by 2. Do the same thing on the chest line, shoulder slope, on our waistline here. So this is my chest line, the bust, and this is the waistline. Don't forget, for the front, when we are drafting the front, we step down by 1 inch. So I also do the same thing for the back. So this is the length of the back. There's no back shape for the back, it's just going to be a straight waistline. So this is the 1 inch that we step down. So this is going to be the length for the back bodice. So to do our sway back, don't forget, it's very important so that your zip will relax very well. On the waistline now, go in by 0.75 and you connect it to, like, from the shoulder line, step down by 5 inches, then you connect together. So we have our sway back. So from here now, we impute our measurements. The bust measurements we used was 8 inches for the front, and we added 1.5 as our size seam allowance. Our front waist was 7 inches plus 1.5 size seam allowance. Then you connect the lines together. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to be bringing the front pattern to make sure that the sides are equal. So bring the front pattern like this, so it's looking equal on the side, like the length here is the same thing. So we're also going to mark where the armhole is going to stop, so it's around this place here like this. So for my back now, I want the back, you know, I always like my back neck to be low. So from this point, I can just slant it down like this, or you can make it straight if you want it. But for mine, I just slant it. I like the neck to be a little bit low. So we have this. Don't forget the armhole curve. Divide whatever you have by 2, step down by 1. For the back, you are going in by 1/2 inch to have a perfect shape of the armhole. So you connect your lines together like this. So now that you have drawn out the armhole for this part here, we are done with the back. Then we'll go ahead and cut out our pattern. Alright, so this is the pattern we'll be using to cut out our full bodice. So this is the front and this is the back. For the front now, when we are cutting this one, this side is going to be on fold. Yeah, so it will be folded since there's no joining for the front. We've added our size seam allowance. So the next allowance we'll be adding will be 0.5 for the joining of this part here, and also the down part will be adding 0.5 inches for the turning in. And also for the back, you had your 0.5 on this neckline and on the armhole and also on the hemline. So that is the allowance. So now let's go ahead and draft out the puffy sleeve. Alright, so to draft the sleeve now, I'm going to be using this pattern paper to illustrate how the sleeve is going to be like. So from the hem of the sleeve, or from the shoulder line now, you notice that there's like a part, that's this part, they left some parts up and they put the elastic. So for that part now, we're going to step from the hem now, we're going to step down by 3 inches or so. So like 3 inches, then we'll connect it together like this. Now the wideness of the pattern, I know it's going to be on fold when you are cutting it on your fabric, so I'm just using this one side. So the wideness depends on how much fabric you want to have and how much puffy you want it to be. Okay, so for this pattern now, I have 12.5 plus the allowance and all of that, so I have 12.5. By the time we open it up, let's say fabric is on fold now, I'll be having like 25 inches, which is very okay. So from this point now is where we'll be drafting out the armhole, which parts will be going to the armhole. So to make it easier for you, you just place the drafting you have here, you just place it like so and you connect it together. You just draw out the shape of the armhole like this. So it will help you when you want to mark out the, when you want to connect, you want to join it together on the fabric. So you just say, so this place I left it straight because this is the part you'll be folding it in to finish the hem, so that it will be easier. So you just fold this part in like this, then on this part you are going to be putting the elastic. So you have this like this. Now the length of the sleeve is very long, that it got to this place, so it depends on how long you want it to be. So from this place, this is going to be the length, maybe like 26 or 27, depending on how tall the person is. And on the wrist there is another elastic. So now you come to the wrist, you measure from your shoulder line to the wrist. To say to the wrist now, for my own is around 22 inches. So we have this. So on this part also, you are going to be putting another elastic. So there will be one elastic here and there will be another elastic here also. So to have a full one is why I'm using this 12.5, or you can use less if your fabric is not much. So once you have this now, you can just go ahead and cut out this part like this. So you'll be folding this part in. So you'll be connecting this one to the main body, and there will be an elastic channel here and also on this part. So you're also folding your hem line. So this is how to cut the puffy sleeve. So thank you for joining us in our tutorial today, and we'll see you in the next class.